Welcome to Sports Overtime. I'm Caleb Gillock along with Zach Gilliland. Mary Peters is in the studio with us as well. We've got 7 of tonight's top games, and we'll even give Zach a little inspiration before his ski trip this weekend at the end.
Yeah, I went skiing last week, and I probably fell more times in one day than Ian Torchia has ever fallen in his life. We'll see him in just a few minutes.
I've never fallen on skis because I've never done it. All right, several big matchups to get into tonight, so let's dive right in. BYRON was home against Stewartville. And the Tigers were without Will Cheddar, and from what I'm told is a wrist injury. First half, Nolan Steer, he gets the ball on the back door for the finish, trimming the deficit down to 4. But look out, Johnny Lee's out of the frame, and then he's there for the slam. He's 3rd in the state for next year's recruiting class. Tigers still hanging in there. Max Barnes from top of the key, getting a little help from the window, but BYRON takes over. Jake Broughton with the steal. Then it's going to be the slam and the foul. BYRON picks up a big win tonight, 62-47. And moving to the Big Nine, Mankato East looks to give Mayo its first loss of the season. And this one was a close game throughout. Macy Burkholz sinks an early 3 and could not be stopped behind the arc. Then it's going to be Ellie Collins' long pass down the floor. Hannah Hansen gains control, and she gets the finish. Mayo starts to find its groove here, and it'll be Anna Miller who bodies up, gets the bucket to fall. But the Spartans dropped their first game of the season, 60-54. Zach.
Thank you, Caleb. Same matchup in Mankato. Mayo boys on the road hoping to pull off a major upset. East coming into the game with an 11-3 record. Mayo sitting at 6-8 on the campaign. Cougars came ready to play. Sean Clement spots up from 3 from the wing. You can count that one. Then in transition, Paul Quate, the pool rock gong on the alley-oop. Mayo, they're down 10-0 early on, but a step back 3 here will get them on the board. Then it's Andre Crockett Jr. He starts to heat up with the drive to the basket. The senior continuing to attack the rim for 2 more. Mankato East, though, they were too much to handle. They win 75-51. And St. Charles hosting La Crescent. HOKAH Cooper Vaughn became the school's all-time leading scorer, male or female, this past week. He missed his first 5 shots, but then he would start to roll. 3-pointer is right on the nose. Lancers possession now. Carter Todd, he's blocked, but Carson Ryder's there for the putback. Of course, lots of attention on Vaughn tonight. He'll find Caden Riddig all alone for the easy 3. Then just a few moments later, it's Vaughn doing it himself, the spin and the floater. Saints want to win 62-58. Mary.
And the Hayfield Vikings are 10-4 in the season and looking for a win. They travel to Blooming Prairie to take on the Awesome Blossoms. And Blooming Prairie is off to a hot start in this one. The Awesome Blossoms find Marin Forisek on the perimeter. She nails that one. Blooming Prairie goes up 13-0, and they keep grinding. Find Anna Pauley in the lane. She gets that one to bounce in. The Awesome Blossoms are up by 13. Hayfield has an answer. The Vikings find Rachel Pack in the corner. She drains that 3. Vikings are within 12 with about 6 minutes to go in the half. The Awesome Blossoms aren't done yet. Bobby Bruns runs right down the middle for an easy lay-in. The Awesome Blossoms win this one 59-45. And the BYRON Bears travel to Casson Manorville to take on the Comets. Abby Schubert with the spin move to the hoop, and she gets that easy lay-in. Comets stretch the lead to 16. Schubert triple team. She finds Avery Irish wide open for the 3. The Comets go up 35-16. BYRON moves the ball to find Savannah Severson sneaking down the middle. She gets the 2. The Bears have another answer. Danielle Fody in the corner. She nails the triple, but it won't be enough. The Comets run away with this one, 54-32.
Thanks, Mary. Back in the Big Nine, John Marshall girls have built themselves a 2-game winning streak, and they played host to OWATONNA. Huskies beat the Rockets by 15 earlier this season. Down by 6 early, they would fight back. Sarah Kingland fakes out Stacy Ballenbach and gets the lay-in. Then a few moments later from the corner, it's going to be Lexi Mendenhall bearing another triple. Huskies have the lead. Here comes John Marshall on the transition. Lily Meister to Ava Haglund finishes off the 2-on-1. Back to OWATONNA. They would pressure the inside. Kingland gets the basket and the foul. Huskies win 52-35.
We're taking a look at some other scores in the area. Spring Grove wins 61-54 over Southland, and Albert Lee, they get the 58-56 win over Century.
And on the slopes last weekend, Rochester native Ian Torchia completed a huge accomplishment. 24-year-old won the classic style event this past Sunday, winning the grueling 43-kilometer race. Torchia said his body was bonking toward the final 10 kilometers, meaning he nearly gave out due to exhaustion. He said the final moments of the race were some of the toughest of his life.
To push yourself through a bonk in in a race it's a different animal. And that combined with plowing through 5 inches of snow, I was saying some prayers out there in that final 45 minutes.
Ian is a product of the Rochester Nordic Ski Team and Lord High School. Aaron?